January 13th, 2011 started out as a regular day for 15-year-old Kiefer Allen. He attended Sun Lake High School in Land O'Lakes, Florida. On that day, he got up and went to school. He seemed to be fine throughout his classes. Then, the day took a turn for the worst. Kiefer boarded the school bus to go home, and just like every other day, he was harassed by some seniors. But unlike every other day, he was pushed over his limits. Around 7 p.m., Kiefer Allen became one of approximately 5,000 teenagers who commit suicide each year. With today's technology, it is becoming increasingly easier to bully and be bullied.
Anybody can be a bully, really, and what it is when the person is abusive, really, towards another person or takes advantage of another person.
Bullies are of all different demographics and socioeconomic levels. While each bully may look and act different, their motives are relatively similar.
A lot of times they just do it because they feel bad about themselves, and so instead of feeling bad about themselves all the time, then they want to make somebody else feel bad. And if they make somebody else feel bad, then they'll feel a little bit better. Or they want to find friends, so the quickest way they can think of to find friends is to pick on somebody else or see who other people don't like and just kind of join in.
There's studies that show that many times bullies have actually been victims of bullying themselves. So many times you'll hear a student that's been identified as a bully comment that, it's a retaliation, so that might be their motivation. Like I said, they might have experienced in the past, and it's kind of a way that they cope.
As technology progresses, the modes of bullying continue to increase.
Cyberbullying is on the rise across the nation, especially in high school, middle school level. The text messages, the social networking, such as the Facebook, the MySpace.
It's 24/7. It's no longer in school or at home, in the neighborhood. I mean, it's even in the privacy of your own bedroom.
You have face-to-face bullying, and that's typical a lot. And that's, other kids picking on kids on the playground or in the classroom or writing notes, passing them along. Whether they're passing them actually to that person that they're bullying or passing them around the class, kind of talking about another person.
Bullying is not innocent play. All victims of bullying are somehow negatively impacted.
I would say the negative effects would be students not wanting to go to class, especially if that student is in class with them. Students not wanting to come to school. We had one student, I think in particular, that was using like the cutting method.
What happens is that students or kids take it upon themselves to believe that they're not worth very much, that nobody likes them. And so in the case of the suicide, it's basically a suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And what happens is, they're feeling so badly about themselves, they're feeling so trapped, and they're not seeing a way out. And so they want to stop the pain.
So for them, their only way out is to either kill the person who did it and kill the people who laughed along with them, or kill themselves, because then they won't have to deal with it anymore.
However, it is not only the victims who get hurt. Bullies themselves will feel negative repercussions for their actions.
Bullies have been shown to, later in life have more likeliness of being involved in the criminal justice system, having poor relationships with family members and other people in their lives.
Bullying cannot become accepted into society. It is imperative that the victims know how to get help, and bullies know their actions will not be tolerated.
Tell someone. They need to tell someone, a responsible person that's going to help them through the situation.
The best way to stop it is to talk about it, to tell somebody, and for people to stick up for other people, because you don't want to give the bully a license to be a bully.
Too many people have been hurt and killed because of bullying. Bullying needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. This will only happen if each person takes it upon themselves to eliminate bullying. Start with yourself. It's up to you to make a difference.